center, 6 feet 10 inches, number 35, Christian Wood. At small forward, at 6 foot 3 inches, number 10, Eric Gordon. The other forward position, at 6 foot 9 inches, number 42, Blake Griffin. The head coach for your team. Let's hear it for your Houston Rockets.
Welcome, everyone, to NBA basketball here on 2K Sports. Tonight, it's Noche NBA, a celebration of the amazing Latin culture in this league and its fans all around the globe. A great tradition we get to enjoy. Moments away, it'll be the Denver Nuggets going up against the Houston Rockets here in Toyota Center. With Brent Barry and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan, and David Aldridge will be joining us on the sideline as well. DA, take it away.
Nuggets coach Mike Malone is the son of longtime NBA assistant coach Brendan Malone, who was on the staff with the late Chuck Daly in Detroit when the Pistons won back-to-back NBA titles. Malone's dad told him not to get into coaching with its nomadic lifestyle and volatility. Michael said, "I knew the pitfalls. My father said, all right, if you're going to be a coach, be a great coach. If you have a passion, you've got to follow that passion." Kevin?
That's some pretty sound advice. Thanks, DA. And here's a look at some numbers for Morris.
And the biggest takeaway when you look at his numbers is how good his three-point shooting has been the past 5 games. He's finding the open spots on the perimeter, and when he's getting good looks, boy, he is not missing.
Now let's take a look at Denver's opening lineup. They've got Nikola Jokic. PJ Tucker is out there with Will Barton. Then there's Oladipo, and it's Murray in at the point guard. And for the Rockets, they've got ABC, Wood out there with Griffin. Then there's Gordon, and it's Harris in at the 2. Look at our matchup tonight, Brent. It's somewhat rare now to have two teams that operate so well with their back to the basket.
Interesting to have multiple options down there on the post, and more, Kevin, we're seeing it sometimes not even be the center position. It could be a wing player that on any given night has the physical advantage down there. So
exactly.
Defensively, how are these guys going to cope with that? Are there going to be double teams from the bottom, double teams from the top? Are they going to come on the first or second dribble? Let's take a look at that tonight.
A lot of moving parts. 4 on the shot clock. Tucker. And Griffin sends it back. And it's Houston on the break. Here's Hampton. Plays it up and banks it in. ABC's got his team on the board to start the game for the Rockets. And here's Denver. Pass to Oladipo. Back to Murray. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And while Murray is known, Brent, for his outside shooting, he's very strong with his in-between game as well.
Yeah, he's got a lot of options offensively and getting more and more in contact with Jokic on those high screen and rolls. Devastating, Kevin, when he gets to that left hand, gets around the free throw line and shoots that high floater. There are nights where he does tons of damage with that.
And the first one drops.
And I have just been so impressed with the way Jamal Murray has added to his game. Keeps pushing himself every offseason to make the most of his abilities as a player and continues to be a consistent threat from the outside.
And so Murray nails both of them. And with Murray, Greg, you forget how young he is. He entered the NBA right out of his freshman year at Kentucky.
I mean, Murray was taken 7th in his draft and has kind of flown under the radar from that class. But the more you watch him, the more you feel like you're seeing a star in the making.
Here's Jokic following the basket by Blake Griffin. Griffin with the steal. Here's Wood. He's covered by Murray. Wood can't hit. And here's Oladipo. He'll bring it up for Denver. Last game matched up with the Clippers. A tough loss there.
And the fact they still had a chance to win that game, I find to be somewhat amazing, because it was clearly an off night for most of their guys.
And I'll tell you, if they had pulled that game out, it would have been an amazing win, because they made a bunch of mistakes. Nothing was going their way, and somehow they still nearly won it.
And that one's good. Jokic.
Mid-range game as Jokic spotted himself up and drilled that one.
Rockets have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Passes it to Wood. Harris with it. From deep three-point range, from beyond the arc, and then some.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Oladipo against Harris. Pass to Jokic. Shoots. And, yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim.
Trust me, Jokic feels very comfortable from that range there. His offensive IQ off the charts.
And here's Gordon from outside. Rebounded by Tucker.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Here's Barton. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
Offense clicking early here. 3 for 4 to start this one.
Here's ABC. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Memphis. And really deep through that time. Harris has got 6 points.
The confidence that Gary Harris is playing with right now, he is ready to shoot once that ball touches his mitts.
The pass to Jokic. The shot misses. And it's Houston the other way. They want to keep rolling here following the win against Memphis.
Yeah, it was all hands on deck. Helps to get points off the bench when you're on the road.
Yeah, I saw the box score of that game the next day, and I thought, wow, that's a huge scoring night. Pretty impressive stuff there.
Murray kicks it to Tucker. And the foul called on Blake Griffin. That's his first foul. Danuel House has checked in for the Rockets. Primetime comes in for ABC. And then for Denver, Paul Millsap's checked in for P.J. Tucker. Michael Porter comes in for Barton. And Morris subbed in for Oladipo. Outside for Murray. Back to Millsap. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Murray's got his 3rd assist on the night.
Like that from Murray right there. When he's passing it like this, it can make him so much better and so much more open.
Wood can't hit.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Here's Porter. Outside Millsap. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. Here's Jokic in the hoop for his 3rd make from the field. He's 3 for 4 thus far in the contest.
Jokic does such a nice job of doing everything in this offense, including the drive this time.
Here's Wood, and the Rockets getting another bucket right there.
They're loving the confidence. Just rise and be free, and you know you can do this.
There's something to be said about knowing yourself. It allows him to shoot and shoot comfortably, even with taller defenders out there.
The drive by Gordon. That shot is no good, and he's 1 for 3 from the floor. Porter passes to Morris. Floats one up. Misses that one. He's 0 for 1 from the floor.
For him, it's harder to miss that shot than it is to make that shot. I think he was anticipating a bit of a bump there.
Ooh, he put a little extra on that one.
He does. He doesn't usually finish soft either. Obviously, he can when necessary, but not that time. Now here's Murray. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against the Clippers.
And guys, what impressed me most was his passing. He constantly looked for the open man and found guys in great spots.
Here's Primetime following the score by Jamal Murray. And that one drops for him. 56 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Launches it. It's rebounded by Houston. This the first chance to take a look at the Nuggets this season.
And they really took care of business against this group last year, winning the season series.
Now here's Gordon. Really played well against Memphis in his last outing. Hits the three-point bomb.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Here's Murray, trailing here by 8.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Pass to Gordon. Shoots the three. And another three for Houston.
And that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
Passes it to Jokic. Here's Porter. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to be on Blake Griffin.
And at 6'10", Porter is a threat to score inside, which is why the defense trying to rough him up a bit.
First free throw is good.
And there have been some to compare Porter to Kevin Durant. And really a fluid shooter who also possesses amazing athleticism.
And he makes both free throws.
Makes it pretty tough on the defense. Who you're going to pick to send to the free throw line. And he's hitting the free throws right now. Form looks good.
And so it's the Houston Rockets heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. And we return to the second quarter, and Noche Latina specialized jerseys on display. Welcome back, everyone. Let's quickly break down the game we've seen so far from the Rockets, guys.
Well, they've been aggressive from the beginning, particularly on the offensive end.
Well, if they wanted to start well, this would be it. They seized momentum right away, and they just didn't let it go in that quarter.
Rockets leading by 7. And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. So out there for the Nuggets right now, they've got Ben McLemore. Michael Porter's out there with Paul Millsap. Then there's Murray. And it's Green in at the small forward position. Now here's McLemore. Here's Porter. Green with the rebound.
And the medical red flags for Michael Porter Jr. caused him to slide to the Nuggets in the 2018 draft. 2 back surgeries in less than a year. An injury suffered initially in his sophomore year of high school. The risk is there, but if his body holds up, potentially a star in the making.
Prime time, the pass to Green. Over Millsap. And again, the Rockets good for 2. Quarter number 2. We're about a minute in. Now Murray. Looking at the numbers, he's averaging about 20.5 points a game. And it's Murray with the jam.
And Murray showing some smarts right there, some good patience in that pick and roll.
And now the first timeout called here for the Rockets. Brent, when it comes to moving around in tight quarters without a lot of space, who's the quickest player that you have seen in a half-court set this year?
Still remarkable to watch where it is that Kyrie Irving can get to on the floor in any sort of possession. It's like he could take, 50 dribbles in a phone booth and find a way out of it, spinning around and finding gaps within the defense. But it's not his handle with just the one hand, right, Kevin? It's about he has an idea of after he does the moves around the traffic, when he gets into the basket, multiple ways of finishing, much like Rod Strickland, who was a tremendous finisher in his days years and years ago. Kyrie's got a lot of that in his game.
Pass to Tate. Puts up a 3. Drills it from outside. He's got 5.
Well, they're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
And the wide open shot from Green. No good on the triple. And here's Green. He'll bring it up for the Houston Rockets. And after this one, they're home against Minnesota. That'll be the latter half of this 2-game homestand. Fades and shoots. And Houston again with the bucket.
Maybe save that fadeaway move for when he really needs it.
The Nuggets trail by 10. To the middle. Here's Tucker. The shot. No good. And the Rockets take it the other way. Now the pass to Tate. The feed now to Green. Stolen by Tucker. And now running it up the court. Green pushing it all the way. And that one's good. Millsap.
A great concentration from Paul Millsap there. He's used to having to score on difficult shots around multiple defenders.
Passes to Tate to the left side wing. Here's Hampton. Rebounded by Tucker.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
From deep, McLemore. The Rockets pull it in.
And even without that three-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Harris's shot is off.
Well, after getting off to a great start, hitting those first 2 shots, he's definitely regressed a little bit in this quarter.
Pass to Tucker. Over Harris. The second effort. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Good work from Millsap there, getting the defense up in the air and then gets the foul.
This is his first free throw of the game. And that one falls for Paul Millsap.
And how about the transition from Paul Millsap, going away from that star role to being more of a role player here in his later years. No longer needed to carry the torch, if you will, in terms of scoring and rebounding, but he can still give you just a bit of everything else at this stage.
To the inside, Jokic. That's in, and that's his 4th basket of the night. He's taken 7 shots, a solid 57%.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Right side, Green releases from 15, and it's good off the back rim and in. Green's got 4 points now in the quarter. The Nuggets trail by 6. And with Millsap, you can just see him contribute in so many ways.
I mean, a great passer for his position and also very unselfish with his offense. Still a plus defender with how often he is giving up size on the inside.
Here's ABC, covered by Morris. On the wing, Harris. It's rebounded by Paul Millsap. Millsap's got his 4th rebound in this one.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
And he makes that one.
Oladipo so strong and scoring, even with the D kind of knocking him around a bit on that play.
Timeout called, the Rockets.
And they're allowing too many points in the paint. Coach is going to let him hear about it.
Yeah, coach knows that. They know that. In the timeout, they're going to hear about it, make the adjustment.
Houston making some changes. Wood, he's checked in for JaMychal Green. And Prime Time subbed in for Gary Harris. Porter's checked in for the Nuggets. Took him no time at all on that one. Wood's got 5.
He just takes advantage of the D in a way that very few players, Kevin, playing today can do.
Stripped it away. Here's Prime Time. Falls through. He's now made 2 of 4.
And that's the kind of play you just do not want to give up defensively. You lose the possession and give up a quick 2 at the other end.
And here's Morris for 3. The shot, no good. The Rockets go the other way with it. Here's Prime Time. Score the basket, his 3rd after 5 shots.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
To the paint. Here's Jokic. Here's Porter. They can't stop the run with that one. Houston leading by 9. Takes the 3. And another 3 for Houston.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
It's stolen. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. Here's Prime Time, and there's the lay-in. Prime Time's got the lead up to 14 now for Houston.
What a performance on the offensive end. He's making the defenders pay right now for all of the mistakes they're making.
Jokic finds Morris. 3 seconds left. Misses at the rim.
All the energy is on the other side right now, and every miss just makes it worse.
Well, the other team is scorching hot, and they come down on this end and can't find a way to get the embers going.
And so it's Houston with a 14-point lead as we bring the quarter to a close. They've excelled in the open court. Their transition game has allowed them to build this healthy lead. We come back right after this.